Isaac's Business English, lección 37, nivel 1, unidad 6, professions, vocabulary, profession, position. En este videoclip nos vamos a enfocar en memorizar las acciones de las profesiones y el objeto de esas acciones, que pueden ser cosas o personas. ¿Listos? Fíjense bien, voy a preguntar verbalmente what does y el oficio. Do, hace. ¿Qué hace el oficio? Y también vas a repetir él hace esto. Okay, he, action, object. ¿Listos? What does an accountant do? He keeps books. He keeps books. What does an actor do? He performs. He performs. What does a shop assistant do? She helps customers. She helps customers. What does a flight assistant do? She helps passengers. She helps passengers. What does a baker do? She bakes bread and pastries. She bakes bread and pastries. What does an architect do? She designs buildings. She designs buildings. What does a mason do? He lays bricks. He lays bricks. He builds houses. He builds houses. Nota que mason es albañil y builder es constructor. A las personas que trabajan en construcción se les dice builders o masons. What does a businessman do? He runs a business. He runs a business. La palabra runs, cuando hablamos de negocios, significa que él administra un negocio. What does a babysitter do? She babysits children. She babysits children. What does a butcher do? He cuts meat. He cuts meat. What does a caretaker do? She cares for the elderly. She cares for the elderly. What does a chef do? He cooks meals. He cooks meals. Cooks, cocina, y meal son comidas. What does a cashier do? She works the register. She works the register. La caja no es cashier. La caja se dice the register. Entonces ella trabaja la caja. She rings purchases. She rings purchases. To ring purchases significa que ella cobra. Vuelve a repetir el videoclip. Lo que viene en amarillo son las acciones, lo que viene en verde es el objeto. Enfócate en memorizarte las acciones y el objeto de cada profesión o oficio. Isaac's Business English, lección 37, nivel 1, unidad 6, professions, vocabulary, profession, position. En este videoclip nos vamos a enfocar en memorizar las acciones de las profesiones y el objeto de esas acciones, que pueden ser cosas o personas. ¿Listos? Fíjense bien, voy a preguntar verbalmente what does y el oficio. Do, hace. ¿Qué hace el oficio? Y también vas a repetir, él hace esto. Okay, he, action, object. ¿Listos? They are clerks. What does a clerk do? They assist customers. They assist customers. What does a dentist do? She fixes teeth. She fixes teeth. What does a doctor do? She diagnoses patients. She diagnoses patients. What does a doctor do? She treats patients. She treats patients. What does a taxi driver do? He drives a cab. He drives a cab. What does a garbage collector do? He collects garbage. He collects garbage. What does an electrician do? He installs electrical systems. He maintains electrical systems. What does a farmer do? He grows crops. He grows crops. To grow crops significa producir o sembrar siembras. Crops es siembra o cosecha. En este caso, crops es un sustantivo. He's a fisherman. What does a fisherman do? He catches fish. He catches fish. What does a hairdresser do? She cuts and styles hair. She cuts and styles hair. He's an English teacher. What does an English teacher do? He teaches English. He teaches English. She's a musician. What does a musician do? She plays a musical instrument. She plays a musical instrument. What does a pilot do? He flies an airplane. He flies an airplane. What does a police officer do? He protects and serves the public. He protects and serves the public. What do telephone operators do? What do telephone operators do? They handle calls. They handle calls. To handle algo significa que manejas o administras algo. They handle customer queries. They handle customer queries. A query es pregunta o una indagación. He's a waiter. What does a waiter do? He waits tables. He waits tables. Un mesero normalmente debe estar a la espera y atento a la orden de la persona que está sentada en un restaurante. Por eso se le dice waiter. Y la acción que hace él espera alguna indicación del cliente. Por eso se dice he waits tables. Vuelve a repetir el videoclip